Welcome back to the BOOFCAST. We're boofing it up today.
This is
I'm here with my
intro as it is.
Nasal.
Hello. Welcome back. It's not me doing the intro this time.
Soferton down there.
Hello.
And
Bruh.
then I really like to introduce the amazingable Oak.
Howdy, partner.
That's what he chose to go with. Okay, yeah, sure. The complete
Hey, it's better than what we had last
The
time.
complete
At least
180.
it's better than last time.
The other intro we had got a little Elon Musky. And
I was getting ready to do it in Japanese.
oh, did you
Worst case
see?
scenario.
Do it.
Let's do the fourth fucking intro.
Joey did the intro to the intro. Do the intro to the actual podcast, Sophie. We're leaving it in, Joey. Don't worry. We're doing both. We're doing
That's
both.
what she said.
Go for it.
We're leaving it in.
Minasan, yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Oh, yeah.
BOOFCAST de gozaimasu. Watashi wa Sophie desu. Kore wa Joey-san. Kore wa Oka-san. Kore wa Mesa-san.
Yes. Absolutely. We're all here at the BOOFCAST, guys. We're going.
Ohio.
Was all I got.
Can we get a hi for BOOFCAST in Japanese? Let's all
Hi.
do it.
Ohio, BOOFCAST, and Japanese.
Actually, you know, for this episode, we're doing the entire episode in Spanish.
¿Qué?
Hola,
Oh,
¿cómo
shit.
estás?
The translator turned on. Holy shit.
Puta madre.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry.
Settle down, buddy. Settle down.
All
How's
right.
that? How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to
Yeah, at least
episode
it's not
number.
as this car this time.
Chilling.
Chilling.
Drunk as fuck.
You're
How's
drunk
everybody
as
been
fuck.
since last week?
Yeah,
Since
Yeah.
last
dude, this is
I
so
crashed
booked.
out.
Oh my goodness,
We're not locked in right now.
we're
We're
not.
not locked in.
I'm locked in.
Not gonna lie, after last week, I was having a hard time figuring out where we go after we.
Last week's
I don't know, I
episode
was, like, having
a
a-
pretty.
It took it out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was tired after that.
Well, after the last podcast.
yeah, that one got really deep.
It was a heavy
And
hitter.
deep.
Really?
For me,
Did
at
you
least.
listen to it, Oak?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Did you listen to it?
I listened to probably listened about halfway. I had to go to bed before I finished it, but I listened to all like you guys talking about like Kendrick and Kanye. I got a little further than that, but yeah, I had some stuff. I had some problems, but yeah, I got probably about halfway through.
After it went from like the music industry to like a therapy session, real quick.
Really, dude, I gotta
Yeah.
listen to that. I gotta listen to that other half.
They went into
Like,
like a
that's where-
really deep therapy session.
I thought it was a great podcast, but I was exhausted
The
afterwards.
young homie crashed out.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
I
weren't
was-
ready.
I was crashing out listening to the beginning because, dude, I honestly like okay, so like you guys are talking about like Kendrick and shit and how he's like a great artist, and I don't think he's that good of an artist.
Well,
Why
I
not?
mean,
I don't think he's that good. Like he puts a good song like every 4 years.
one good song.
Yeah, one good song.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
Have you
dude.
sat down and listened to a whole album,
I
or
have.
do you only listen to a couple songs?
No, I have.
Which album?
I have to.
He doesn't even know the album off the top
I
of
don't
his
even know
head.
the name.
So he has no right to
I'm
say
not-
anything about
You got the
Kendrick.
entire booth
I would
against
say
you.
go listen to Good Kid, Mad City in its entirety.
Ooh.
Good
And
Kid,
then
Mad
come
City
back-
in its entirety.
Yeah,
Fine.
and then come back and tell me if you have the same opinion.
That'll be the number one
'Cause-
topic for next cast that I'm on. All right.
Yes, next time you're on,
Guys, I
let's
listened to the
digest
album.
It fucking sucked.
this.
Guys, I listened to the album in its entirety, and I didn't actually listen to the album in the entirety. It sucks. That's gonna be number one. It's gonna be number one saying. All right.
All right. Anyways, past the unfortunate guest we have this week. What, Sophie?
I remembered the one topic I did want to talk about,
Oh.
and it
Write
was
it
not
down,
even
write it
mine.
down.
I stole it.
Write it down. Just write it down so we don't forget it.
I steal topics
Well,
sometimes.
I-
It'd be like that.
Can I just say it? Can we just start with it?
Sure, we can
Are we
start right
starting,
now.
like,
We can
right
start
Are we
right now.
ready?
Yeah, I don't care. Do
No
you think we have?
precast?
So-
We
Right off the bat?
don't have any structure here on the BOOFCAST, buddy. We just
Yeah, right. That's kind of what I was thinking. So last time, speaking of last time, right?
right.
We did talking to our past selves, right? But however, so the other half of Maze's topic was talking to our future selves. So it's like, why don't we? Ooh, I
So
almost
my
knocked over the
topic.
water. Why don't
Wasn't
we?
your topic?
That's what I'm saying. It was the other half of your topic, and we never got to it. So why don't we talk about it? Because I have an opinion.
Talk to
Bros-
our future selves.
Yeah, talk to our future selves. I thought it was gonna be something else. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting that one.
What did you think?
Interesting topic.
I mean, how would we know what our future selves would be like?
You don't.
Well, what
It's
would
just
you
kind
ask
of
them?
use your imagination, buddy.
I guess like
Old wrinkly fuck who says.
Okay, yeah. Let's put like an age gap because it can mean anything. Like
Yeah.
talking to yourself in the future, like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Like put an age gap on it.
I don't know.
Okay.
It
Well, what
was-
did you have in mind? Because you said that you had an opinion. Or
Okay, well, when I picture this scenario, I picture me like, I don't know, 10 or 20 years in the future, like maybe 20, 30 years in the
Damn,
future.
that far in the future.
you just
Yeah,
said
but,
10
like-
to 20 and 20 to 30.
I don't know, like somewhere in there. Like I'm thinking.
Okay,
me
we're all
at, like, my
at least the
40s
age of
maybe.
20, right?
We're
Yeah.
all in
To
our
say
20s.
like your 40s.
We're
Say
all
like
in our 20s, so
45-year-old
40s.
you.
Okay, 45.
like-
45.
But it doesn't matter how old because my opinion would be the same no matter what.
Okay.
As long as
Is-
somebody goes before.
No, you're a guest. You go first.
No, please no.
I wouldn't want to talk to my future self because I think it's spoilers and I don't want to know anything because I think
Well,
that
I'm
would take
just
the fun out of it.
thinking like, how would we
Yeah, like how would we know?
doubt it? Like, would we?
do you
Are we
know?
like? Are we talking to our future selves as in our like
You don't have any questions?
to my
You wanna
future
know
self?
anything?
I
Maybe
do.
this is a bad topic.
No,
Because
it's a
I think
good
it's okay.
topic
about
'cause
it.
It makes us
Okay.
think.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good topic. I
It
like
makes
it.
us use our
I should've
brains. You
texted
guys,
you guys
you guys are,
earlier,
yeah, for real.
Yeah, Oak is normally brain rot. I want to see the side of Oak.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
making you guys think, but also you guys are mostly
So
sleepy.
what if we go from talking to our future self to like if we met our future self, what would we ask?
That's literally what I
That's
said.
literally the
That's literally what I
question.
That was
said.
literally the
That is
topic.
the same question.
Oh well, I mean like I mean my interpretation of Sophie's topic was like talking to our future self, as in like what would we tell our future self? You
Why
know,
would we
not
tell
what
them
would we
anything?
ask.
They already know.
Well, I know.
They already
exactly.
know.
That's why I'm kind of. That's why I was kind of stumped. So that's what I
Well,
was
you
thinking.
can say
No, what would
anything
you
and
ask?
ask.
Like, what do you want to know? But I'm personally against spoilers, and I
Dude.
feel like if I knew, then I'm worried it would get like a butterfly effect, and then it like wouldn't happen that way. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Honestly, I feel the same way because knowing how I am and how like I deal with shit, I would stress about trying to make myself into that, and then knowing me, I'll fuck something up.
Yeah, or like if it's bad, I'd like constantly be trying to avoid it, and like maybe I cause something to be worse. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
mean,
can
like-
go with knowing. I feel like
I've seen enough shows about messing with the timeline, dude.
I've watched a Black Mirror episode. Okay,
Maybe I
am on
am
Black
the.
Mirror,
What the
okay,
fuck
guys.
is the? Oh,
I love that
what's
show.
The Marvel thing.
I watched Bandersnatch.
nobody cares about Marvel. Let's be real.
We don't care about Marvel.
yeah,
Sophie.
yeah, Sophie.
Boo, Marvel, dude. Brandon
the
tried to
fucking
convince me to play
central
Marvel
point.
Rivals for like 15 minutes today. I was like, boo, no, I'm not gonna play it.
Would you rather play Overwatch or Marvel Rivals?
Anchor Being. That's what it's called.
I am the angry.
Sorry.
being. I am.
I'd
the
rather turn off the computer.
king.
No, you have to pick. That wasn't an option. You got two options here. Pick one.
I'm touching grass at that point if
No,
those are my
pick
only
one.
downloads.
Pick one.
Nope, you're locked in a room full of rubber rats.
Overwatch or Marvel Rivals?
Just
Just goes into a panic
I
attack.
don't know.
Blabbing the PC and slamming it in my head a million times.
I guess
over.
I would say Marvel Rivals because I haven't played it, so like I would give it a shot, and I have played Overwatch and I didn't like it. So, but I feel like the gameplay to Marvel Rivals is going to be really similar to Overwatch. Like I know it's the same type of game, and I don't really enjoy that type of game where it's like a team with like healers and tanks and shit. Like I'm just not. It's not my type of game. I'm not good at it. I'm not into it,
Sophie's
and I
not
don't like
used-
fucking Marvel.
Sophie's not used to working as a team.
I like the single player RPGs. Okay,
What about
That's valid.
What about like Valorant?
Style game. Have
Play
you ever
some
played
Elden
Valorant?
Ring.
I
with
played
people.
Valorant with Coda a little bit,
Dude.
and I
I
didn't really like it much
remember
either.
that. Dude, okay.
That was like
So-
the first time I met Mate.
Yeah, dude, the first time me and Sophie met was because of Coda. I remember Coda was
Oh
like,
yeah, I was.
Coda was like, oh, do you want to play some Valorant? And I was like, I was like, I don't know. I don't really like Valorant. And she was like, oh, my friend is hopping on. Like, she's also drinking margaritas, so you guys can drink together. And I was like, say fucking less, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
And then yeah, like me, Sophie, and Coda started playing Valorant. I didn't really talk to Sophie that much, but I was like, I don't
I
know
was
you, dude.
really drunk that night. Like I remember I drank. That was like one of the first nights I hopped on and gamed with Coda for like a while, and I got so drunk.
Remember-
I don't really remember playing Valorant. Maybe I should give it another shot because
I
I was
think-
really hammered.
You were like
It's
sitting
not
over
fun
there like,
sober.
it's not fun. Yeah, that's why every time Coda invites me to play, I'm like, dude, I'm sober, please. Like something else. Give me another option here.
Like, please.
You have to be drunk to play.
I think Sophie was like playing on her floor, like next to her bed with the fucking margs.
Oh yeah,
I
probably.
remember. It's
This
like
setup's always proof.
it's like distinctly coming back to me.
I
Future
don't
self.
remember.
Future self. Future
Yeah.
self. Come
Okay,
on,
so,
bro. We
so I have,
rambled
I
off
have,
topic.
I have an answer to Sophie's topic, or like something. So I don't
Go
think
ahead.
I would ask anything of my future self, because then in that case, because of the butterfly effect, it's possible that I would never get there. I guess it also depends on what my future self is like, at the same time. Like, if my future self is like a bum or some shit, it's like, yo, like what happened? What was your mistake? But, if my future self is in a good position, I don't think I would ask anything. I'd just be good job, like good job for doing what you had to get.
You
in
just
the place
hype
you were.
yourself up.
Yeah, I mean, not. It's not really hyping my. Just like, you did good in your life, and I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for me. I guess technically it was me. I think that's what I do.
You guys are chumps, dude. I'd go up to my future self and be like, yo, what's the winning lottery numbers, homie? You gotta write them down from now on. I'll come back and
Wait,
revisit.
I also want to.
But do you
I have
pay
one
attention to the
question.
lottery maze?
You give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. So
He
how would
wouldn't
you
know.
How would you know what the winning lotteries are if you don't give a?
All right, I guess I'll start paying attention now. So in case this does happen, I'll be writing them down.
I would ask myself if she had any advice without spoilers. Be like, with no spoilers, can you like give me some advice?
Well, I mean,
Like
yeah,
some
that's kind of
ominous prophecy sounding
it's
advice.
kind of like what we talked about in like the last one.
Yeah.
When Joey was like, "Oh, like don't give up on the YouTube." Like, what if your future self is like, "Don't give up on this," or continue doing this, or blah blah. So it could be that
Yo,
way.
what if it's like a big time loop
What do you mean?
We're Time Lords.
and
This
like
is Doctor Who.
we go back and we have to talk to our younger selves. Like this is what we're telling our younger selves right now.
Well, I mean, if we were meeting our future selves, then yes, eventually us as the younger self would grow up to come back.
Exactly.
down
So
and
it
visit
becomes
our
a
younger
fucking
self.
loop and you can never break the loop. Wake up.
Does it? Well, does it
Wake
become a
up.
loop? Does it become? A
It
loop,
should
though?
become it
This
does
has become the
because
Joe Rogan podcast. Everybody's stoned as
It
shit.
wouldn't-
Technically,
Talking theory
No, 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 no,
bullshit.
no, no, no.
well,
It would become a
technically,
loop. Because if your future self is already coming back, that means if the way time works, right, it's just linear.
yeah.
You would have to jump back.
Well, so in
when you
this
grew up.
at this
So it would just be
point,
like do.
but at this point, if we're
Like an
meeting our
Interstellar.
future selves,
Yeah.
then our future self that we're meeting would be from a different like dimension or a different universe. Because how is there more? than this
Have you seen
universe?
Interstellar?
Do you not know how
Okay.
time works? It's linear. It doesn't stop for anybody.
That's
Except
true.
for time travelers.
If time travel was theoretically possible, it would be this point in time jumping from here. So this point is going to be jumping. If it's theoretically possible, that's what I believe.
Mm.
I don't know if what y'all believe in, if like Tool.
I believe-
Okay, I guess. Okay, so what I was saying doesn't make
A
sense.
police box.
Thinking about
A telephone box.
I was thinking about it too hard. But if my future self came and talked to me, or like I met my future self. Since I met my future self, wouldn't that change me when I grow up and have the chance, or maybe make a decision about making a time
Oh,
machine?
this was
or
my
using
very first
time
point.
machine?
Oh,
Why would
so
I
you
go
mean
back again?
it lit if you make a different decision.
Yeah, exactly. Have you guys seen the show Dark Matter?
No.
No.
I've never even heard of
I'm
that.
only familiar with the Call of Duty skin.
I'm only familiar with
Bruh.
Call of Duty.
Sophie's chronic. Sophie's chronic.
It's an
Sophie's
addiction. At this
worse.
point, dude.
Sophie's getting she's getting
Me
there, bro.
with 7 dark matters right now.
Yeah.
You
she's
know what a
getting there.
miracle is? Sophie's laptop running BO6.
Dude, you know it's a
It
miracle.
doesn't. Why do people
Sophie's-
always say
Oh,
this?
shit, that's right.
PlayStation.
I have
That's
a
right. It's the
PS5.
yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna kill myself.
In game.
I thought about this while we were talking about the teleportation, or not teleportation, time travel stuff. There was like a science program somewhere in the world. I didn't look too much into it, but I saw it on Instagram that they like successfully teleported something.
Yep.
Joey just
It's real
farted.
science. It's real.
I saw that.
I had to mute. Oh, that's rank, dog.
Yeah, I heard
I
about
saw
that.
him to the face and everything. We got so yeah. Wait, I want to show
Sorry,
you
my
something before I forget forever.
Well, I heard about they teleported like information for the first time. I think using a quantum computer or some shit.
Teleporting information. That's called an email.
Called the internet. Yeah.
They successfully sent a text.
Congratulations. The
Breaking
first test
news.
has ever been sent in 2025.
Guys, you want to see this thing that I've had
Received
for
via
a few
emergency
weeks?
text.
I don't think I've ever shown it, and I don't think Joey knows about it. But I got this a few weeks ago, and it's been my wallpaper.
Oh, I love that.
Dude.
What?
Bro,
What is that? When is
Bro
that?
is
That's
zonked
you.
out.
Cleat.
When is that?
We
Hello?
creeping.
Bro's wearing the same shirt.
I am.
He's wearing the same shirt.
The one that Sophie thought I left.
Yeah, I have Coda's copy of that shirt in the other room right now. Should I get it? Should I wear it?
Just quickly throw it on right now.
Is it just me, or
Matching.
anytime I travel somewhere, I always forget?
I don't know.
I
Anytime I've traveled, I've intentionally left clothes.
Intentionally.
Well, it's because I used to go visit my ex, so I would just leave my clothes there, be like, "Here, I don't really want it or need it. You can have it."
Yeah, I got a reason to come back now.
Coda also left her bathing suit here, and Joey left his water bottle, but they got those before they went back to Florida. I had to leave them in the mailbox.
No, when I went and visited Canada,
Bathing suits
I
are
forgot my
amazing.
shampoo and
We
conditioner.
have a hot tub.
Hot tub.
Oh,
hot tub tab machine, dude. Hot tubs are the best thing on the fucking planet.
I haven't been in one in like a few years.
Joey, take your fucking
And there's
face
one here.
and those Harry Potter glasses and fucking shove it up your ass, dude.
I would have to remove one of my ribs.
Several ribs.
Two.
Several cave divers.
Is that
Dude,
actually
you've been seeing
true?
this cave diver memes, bro.
No, you still have to
Dude,
be able
oh
to bend
my
your back
God.
to that far.
I'm not gonna. I was about to say something that might have incriminated me. Not incriminated, but like,
Yeah, I could totally do that.
no, not me, not me.
Dude,
Not
let's not
me,
mention that.
But I
Tony
have
Flamingo
seen
clip
some.
that
But
he
I
got
have.
me.
I've seen somebody actually like successfully do that,
Do what, Maze? I don't know what you're talking about.
sucking his own wiener.
No, Weenor.
I used to be able to do that.
Okay, what do you mean used to?
Self-report? What?
I'm not, nope, that's not going on the internet. Never mind.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
I debated that one, but
That's not going
It
on
is
the
what it
internet.
is.
I'm
Oh,
not
did
doing that.
not. No hesitation, bro.
y'all talking about sucking wieners? I did that.
Frankly,
Do you guys want another topic? I have still a lot
Yes.
left.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I thought about this one because I was watching Tusk. Have you guys seen Tusk?
Oh yeah, that was my ex girlfriend's favorite movie. She made me watch it with her.
Yeah, your ex-girlfriend's a fucking psycho weirdo.
Yeah, yeah, she was pretty.
Tusk
Crazy.
is
hold
Tusk.
on.
We'll wait.
Okay.
Tusk is a movie about like some guy goes to visit this doctor, and the doctor is like trying to like reshape humans. So he takes the guy's like a reporter kind of guy, like writes about shit. So he takes the writer.
He's a podcaster. He
Oh right,
podcasts.
you know this is my personal experience. I'm telling you guys about. He's a podcaster, but he goes to talk to this doctor and like interview him and do the podcast, or whatever. And the doctor like drugs him, I think, and then captures him, keeps him a prisoner, and then just slowly starts turning him into a walrus.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked
What
up.
the fuck?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
Damn.
It's like a
That
human
was your
centipede
girlfriend's
type.
favorite movie?
So my question was gonna be like, have you guys seen like any like weird type of movies like that? I mean, I guess not like that, but like in your own defense, like what's the weirdest movie you've seen?
What was that one movie we watched in here? It was with the beast dude, the guy with personal Split.
Split.
Oh yeah.
That's a goated movie, dude. I love that movie.
That was one of the weird ones I've seen. I haven't really seen any other movies.
Have
though.
That one impacted me.
not.
That one impacted me traumatically, dude.
Split?
That one sent me through a fucking loop.
Really?
That shit was weird.
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience watching Split, Maze.
No, probably not. That's
Really?
very personal.
Okay. All right. Well, Joey, have you seen Unbreakable and Split and Unbreakable?
Oh, yeah, it's
I
a
think the last one
trilogy.
is? Yeah, it's a trilogy by M. Night
I only
Shyamalan.
watched Split. We
Yeah, well,
watched them in here.
the first installment of that trilogy, because Split is the second movie in the installment.
Yeah,
The
I think
first
it's
one
like
is-
Fractured and like Unbroken or
Oh
something.
yeah, Fractured is the last one, I think. But the first one is called Unbreakable, and it's with Bruce Willis, and he's like basically like indestructible. And then the second one is Split with the guy who has multiple personalities, and then the third one, Fractured, or
That's
or
the last
Shattered
one
or
is the one
something
where
is-
he like runs like a dog.
Oh,
right?
Shattered. I think it is Shattered.
It's Shattered or something, and it's where they meet and they like fight. It was the last one was kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting more from it, but I mean, I still really enjoyed it.
What about you, Sophie? You said you have two.
Yeah, so the first one that came to my mind is we're more just like obscure and niche, and I don't remember. I think it's called The Fog. I think it's literally called The Fog, but it's not the Stephen King one because there's a Stephen King.
No, you're talking
like,
about The
movie.
Mist.
The Mist. No, no,
Yeah.
not The Mist. I'm not talking about The Mist. I
Oh,
have
really?
seen that though. That one's fucking spooky as hell. And
love
also,
The
I
Mist.
read that book, and honestly, it's like so scary because he perfectly describes the way it gets around here, which makes sense because he's literally from like here. We should have taken you guys to see the Stephen King house when you were here, Joey.
You guys talked about it because I remember
Not-
saying that we were gonna go visit the.
Yeah, we didn't take you. We didn't take you there. We should have. I mean, it's not that really interesting. It's just a fucking house, and he doesn't even live there anymore. But anyways, not the point. That's super spooky because
Stephen
it
King
actually
dead?
gets like that here. Like it gets so foggy. But it was called like it was something different. It was about these two kids and they get lost in a forest, and it's just like fog everywhere and you can't see, and there's this like thing coming after them, and they find this mask, and the mask like suctions onto the girl's face, and it sticks like it gets stuck in her face like through her eyes, and then it's like coming after people, and it's like I can't remember what it was called. We watched it on Netflix back in the day. It was like some weird obscure shit. Just
Was
get
it a
mobile?
series or a movie?
It was a movie.
Interesting. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm
I wanna
Interesting.
look it up, low key. I have no idea.
It sounds like an interesting movie though.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
a horror / thriller, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna look it up after this because it's gonna take me a minute probably to figure it out, and we can maybe like put it here or something, or I can just let you guys know later. But then the other one, I know what
Put
it's
it on
called.
Sophie's screen.
Put it up. The other one I remember what it's called, and it's called The Platform. And if you guys haven't seen it, you should
I've seen
definitely
that.
go watch it.
I've never.
It's
seen that one.
spooky, and
It's
it's
weird.
really weird. It's
What
weird
is
as
it
hell.
about?
So
Squid
it's
Game.
about this. It's kind of Squid Game. Kind of Squid Game. So it is. It's about this guy who's stuck in this like prison type thing, and this moving platform. It's like It starts at the top floor and it goes all the way down for each floor. I think there's like 200 floors or something, and there's like a bunch
two or
of
three.
yeah. There's
It was
like
two, it was
a bunch
two,
of
right?
food, and it's like starts off as this like perfect beautiful buffet up at the top, and then as it goes down, it gets like ruined by the prisoners. So the people on the bottom have like no food and they're like starving, and the people on the top get like all the food. And he's trying to like move through the prison and like escape, and you meet like all these other characters, and it's just weird as hell. Like I watched the dubbed version because it's in, I don't know if it's Spanish or if it's something else, but they dubbed over it in English like really badly, so the mouth doesn't move like at the right time. So that also added a layer of like creepiness to it.
This is called The Platform.
Yeah,
It's actually
Platform
really
and the
fucking
Fog.
good.
it's really good. It's supposed
It's not.
to be.
It's not like weird, but like I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it's like a big metaphor. It's cool. I liked it, but I was
I like
off like
metaphors in my
200
movies.
milligrams of an edible when I watched it, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, "What is this fucking movie?" But it's weird, even if you're sober watching it. So,
Dude, that
give it a
feast,
shot.
that feast scene reminded me of another movie I used to watch, or not. I didn't used to watch it. My grandma put it on for us because she thought we would like it. But it's called Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, bro.
Dude, that movie
Isn't
has
David Bowie in that
Really
one?
familiar.
no, not that. That one's just called Labyrinth.
Oh no, yeah.
No,
Pan's Labyrinth is a
Labyrinth?
different
Dude,
movie.
the
but I know
Labyrinth.
It's
I
a
get them
different
mixed up.
one.
Labyrinth, The Dark Crystal.
different.
Weirdest fucking movies, dude.
The Pan's Labyrinth, though, it has that like one ogre monster that like he's just sitting there at the end of the table with the whole feast in front of him, and whoever like eats off the table, like the ogre eats the person. It's all mostly kids that he eats. And yeah, no, the ogre was scary because he was ugly and pale and ugly and scary. And he didn't have eyes. It was just his mouth, and he had his eyes on his hands, and that's how he would see. And like long ass fingers and claws. And my grandma was like, "Oh, that movie was never scary. I don't know why you guys were so scared of it." Oh, because he would also do this. He would like, since his hand or his eyes were on his hands, he would do this and like walk around like that. It was, dude, oh my god, that shit put nightmares in me for a while. But
Yeah, dude, Dragon Ball Super Broly was really weird too, dude. Like,
what are you talking about?
Did you guys
Bro started talking
Did you
about
guys-
Dragon Ball.
did you guys ever watch Neverending Story?
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
love that movie, but that was low key. That movie kind of
It's a fever
spooky.
dream, bro. That movie is a fever dream.
Kind of spooky. I remember the scene where he's at like those big gates, and if you like pass through it, you get shocked. And there was a knight, and his mask flies off, and you see this like burnt up guy inside. That scared the fuck out of me as a kid. And then also when the horse
It's a
is
never
in the
ending
mud,
story.
and he's like,
That brings me
Atrax, Atrax, no! Trauma.
Dude, the never ending story. That brings memories, dude. My dad, we used to watch that every year, right around Christmas time.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
He almost seen like once or twice. Or like once.
Similar, that scene in Jaws where the guy's like underwater, he's like scuba diving the shipwreck, and then the dead guy like floats by his face, and it's all
Oh.
like, dude, I remember when I was a kid, the first time we watched it, my mom was like, don't look, and then like obviously we saw it again at some point, and I like made it a point to like see what it was because mom was trying to like, and then I was like, ah! I was like, oh my god, it's so gross, it's so scary. And mom was like, I fucking told you.
Told you not to look.
Dude.
I have a few, just like probably two. For me, I think the first one of the greatest movies I've seen. Really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot because kind of every time you rewatch it, you find out something new. The first one was called. It's like a found footage film. It's called Coherence. It's an interesting thriller suspense movie. It's kind of about. It's actually kind of about the multiverse. Like a comet passes by while these people are having a dinner party.
Oh, we
And,
saw
like-
that one. Like together.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
had you
didn't-
guys watch that. That's right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
we watched that movie night.
I saw
Yeah.
the end of that.
Yeah,
Nope.
dude, that was like it was a weird movie, but every time you watch it, then like something out that's new, like you notice something new, but like you never really know who the original is or the original house is, and it's really really good. So that one was kind of one of the weirdest movies I've seen, but I really enjoyed it. And then another one that's kind of niche. Not sure if you guys have heard of this, but it's called Kung Fu Hustle.
I've seen that one.
It's a really weird movie. It's like a mix between like a comedy, like goof movie, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
It's like a kung fu movie, but like it's
really weird.
It's like Scary Movie. Scary Movie is like a fucking parody of a horror movie.
Scary Movie's so funny.
This is like a parody of like a kung fu
Tropic
movie.
Thunder vibes.
It's Scary Movie. Oh,
Sophie,
God.
you've seen
Dude.
Tropic Thunder?
Yeah,
Oh
Dylan made
my
me watch Tropic
God.
Thunder.
Dude,
And
Dylan is-
dude, he's made me watch a lot of movies that I low-key really like, but I always like resist his recommendations. He's always like, "Let's
Whiplash
watch
was
this
so fucking good, dude.
Dude, you guys
Dude,
suggested
yeah.
that movie to me, and I watched it. I watched it.
That
like,
movie
really
was so
Whiplash.
Dude,
fucking good.
yeah,
bro.
we watched Whiplash with the drummer. Have you seen it, Maze?
Yeah. Yes.
Dude,
oh my
I
God.
watched that
Peak.
the day before my
Cinema.
very first band rehearsal, back after like 4 years not playing, and I knew it was gonna be fine. I knew the director, like I was familiar with everything, like I knew it was not gonna be like that. But I still like walking into the band room, I was getting like flashbacks of the movie. I was like, why did I fucking watch that last night? I'm so scared right now. That was a really good movie.
Oh my God.
Tom
Yeah,
and
I'm
Dylan
loving-
dub with that recommendation.
Tom and
I'm-
Dylan W.
I'm
I
loving
got
this
One
conversation
of the
right now.
weirdest movies I've ever fucking seen. Get Out.
Really?
I haven't watched
movie
that
I haven't seen
actually.
that.
I heard it was really
That
good.
movie,
I haven't-
oh my.
I haven't seen Get Out or
Mind
Us.
Yeah, that's
Get
the
Out was a
second one,
fucking
right?
mind fuck. Another really good mind fuck was like when I watched it the first time was fucking The Matrix, dude.
I also haven't seen
Like
Matrix.
Matrix was like
What?
a
You haven't seen
fucking
The
mind
Matrix?
fuck when I
No.
first
I've
saw
seen
it. I
it.
was like,
Whoa.
I didn't think it was as crazy as it was hyped up to be,
It's-
personally, but
when,
I don't
when
think
you
it was
like
as crazy. But
it's
I
not
think it
as
was really
crazy.
good.
everything that it's based off of is actually insane. Like if you go back
no, it was
and
good.
like
I
watch
liked it.
different movies, you're like, oh, this is just the plot of the Matrix.
Bro, it's a metaphor
Yeah.
for what we're living in.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Well,
I
at least
understood
America.
it. I just didn't love it the way a lot of people love it.
What about have you guys seen Oculus?
I haven't even heard of that.
Dude, it's a really psychological. This mirror fucks with the main characters' heads, and they don't know what's real and what's not. Like at one point, they go outside of this house that the mirror's in, and they're like thinking about calling the police, like just to like help them or whatever. But they turn around and inside the window, inside the house, like both of them are standing in the window.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
So like that's just like one scene. And then like there's another scene where this girl is like picks up an apple after she changes the light bulb and bites it, but what she bites is the light bulb.
I feel like I've seen that.
And then she's
like
like, "What
that
the
bit."
fuck?" And then her brother is talking to her, and like she like looks down and it's the apple again, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Dude, it's a crazy fucking movie. It's my favorite horror movie, actually. I think my favorite horror movie. of
I
all
have
time.
a recommendation of a really good movie as
Let's hear
well.
it.
It's not a horror movie, but it's like a drama, and it's also kind of like a psychological whatever.
Okay.
It's called, what is it? Oh my god, it's called
My favorite movie is
The Devil's Advocate. It's not my favorite. I'm just saying a really good one. It's called The Devil's Advocate. It has Keanu Reeves in it
Oh,
and
Keanu Reeves, yeah,
Al
right.
Pacino.
Yeah.
Dude, that's literally just the plot of the Matrix.
No,
It's
it's
not.
The Devil's Advocate is really good. It's a
I've
really
never
good
seen
movie.
it.
That was another Dylan W that he made me watch. Shout out
I heard
Dylan.
Keanu Reeves and I was like, Matrix.
Bill and Ted.
Dude, have you guys seen the
Yo,
movie
that's John Wick.
Constantine with Keanu Reeves?
No, but I've
What
heard of
movie?
it. Constantine.
I've been wanting to watch it,
Nope.
but I haven't because
They're
they're
coming
making
in
a
with the
second
second
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
bro,
I'm
Top
loving this
Gun was
conversation right now,
insane.
dude.
When Oak was
But-
talking about that other movie, it reminded me of Coraline for some reason. I don't know
Which one?
why.
I love
The mirror
Coraline.
Yeah, the mirror one.
I rewatch Coraline all the time.
Dude, I watch Coraline all the time. Yeah. That one and Paranorman. Paranorman is like one of my
Oh,
favorite
dude, I
movies.
That's a good
Bro.
movie too.
Maze, it's funny you bring that up because
Nightmare
literally
Before Christmas.
the first date I went
That's the
on
best
with
one.
my
That's the best
ex-girlfriend
one.
was to see Coraline in the theater. They had like a special. They had a special.
Oh, when they
event
brought
where
it
were
back.
showing the
Yeah.
anniversary of Coraline, and that was the first day I had with my ex-girlfriend.
That's crazy.
I went to see, when COVID happened, they shut down the theater and they were just showing a bunch of old movies, like when there was no new movies coming out. And they did Nightmare Before Christmas at the one near
Mm,
me.
I
So
remember
I went
that,
to see
yeah.
it. I was so hyped because obviously it came out in '99. Like I was not alive yet to see it in theaters.
Yep, that is the best stop
How
motion.
was the experience?
I agree, Joey.
Best stop motion ever. I don't know. Wait, I lied. Maybe the Lego movie might have topped it.
Yo.
Yo,
Bro, really? No.
Top tier.
Bro, the Lego
It took
movie is
2.5
so
years.
deep.
2.5 years to take all the pictures. Not even to just animate it, just to take all of the pictures for the movie.
Paranormal was stop motion, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't care.
think
Lego movie
Paranorman's at
peak.
the top of my list, and then Lego movie, and then Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
For me, it's like
What y'all know about the
Paranormal.
Craggle?
The Craggle?
Yeah,
What is
dude.
the Craggle?
It's what Joey smokes when no.
Super glue.
Super glue.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy glue, but like the
Oh yeah, crazy glue.
like ZY is
It's not
and
there.
that UE is just like blocked out, or it's just like faded off the thing, and it just says.
Oh, you keep cutting out, bro.
I'm sorry for the audio listeners. O keeps cutting out.
My
I don't-
microphone is fucking trash.
Yeah, no. It cut you off mid
My
track.
microphone is fucking trapped.
It won't even let you talk shit on it.
What the
It's
fuck,
nerfing
dude?
you.
Hold on.
That was bad.
It's been happening all episode, but it's been kind of like manageable. But right there, hard cut you off.
Yeah. I was trying to suppress you.
All I'm saying is my YouTube video says it all.
Oh yeah,
Joe,
I forgot.
The reel you made showed up on my Instagram feed today.
Good.
Dude,
Actually popping
I
off.
was
It's
at
already got
work.
1K.
Dude, I
That's
was at
awesome.
work and I was supposed to be working, and I just like pulled up like YouTube or whatever, or I mean Instagram, and I was like, your clip shows up on my feed. And it's just me blasting Fetty Wap, but it cuts out. And
That
Coda
was
just be like,
funny.
dude, the silence is even funnier.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's just me humping the air to nothing. I want you to be mine again, baby.
Yeah, guys, if you guys haven't paid attention or for some reason, for some ungodful reason, you're not subscribed to Joey on YouTube, subscribe to Joey on YouTube, dude.
Go subscribe to Joey, dude.
Joey's awesome.
Get to see me fucking nothing.
Joey gets all of the footage I deleted.
You deleted it? Why'd you delete it?
I didn't like it.
You didn't
What?
like that shit, dude?
I
It was so funny.
I didn't like
That
that
was a
session.
fun ass night, dude.
You'll
I
see.
don't
You'll
know.
see the uncut Majel parts.
The things that didn't make it to my
I'm just the trash bin, guys. Come on.
No, but seriously, guys, go subscribe to Joey. He's getting back on the YouTube horse. Now we're just waiting for Dr. Sophie to get her PC and start streaming.
Doctors.
Yeah. Dude, we gotta
Guys,
do
highly anticipated Skyrim streams coming up when the PC is ready, okay? I just
2027,
need
guys,
quick
watch out.
tutorial and OBS.
2030. In 2030, Sophie will be ready.
2030,
No,
guys, keep an eye out.
It's gonna be so soon, guys.
Dude, I
So soon,
remember
I
talking
promise.
about this.
You've
the
been
last
We'll have
Oh my
episode.
God, I
10
want this
We'll
Skyrim
have
so
10,070s
bad.
by then, bro.
I've been literally itching to play Skyrim. I've been watching Skyrim content. I've been
sending her
planning.
reels.
Yeah, it's not helping.
You guys seen those videos where it's society if so and so did so and so? Society if Sophie got her PC. It's just like
Yeah, literally.
I'll make one. I'll make it.
Highly
right now.
anticipated,
I bet.
guys.
Or like
I wanna
that
see it.
the dolphin one when when Sophie finally gets her PC.
I just
wanna
I just wanna be part of
Dude, you guys are telling me, bro. You're telling me. I'm on this fucking shitty laptop. I'm over it. I'm ready
when
for
she
the
gets her
PC.
What if we rewrite the stars?
No, it's that picture of Gojo when he's like ascending.
And it's
That's
just,
gonna be me when I
can
get
you
Go, man.
take
I'm an
me?
I alone.
Go, man. I'm an eye.
Me higher.
So the quality of the BOOFCAST is gonna go way higher once Sophie gets her PC.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Is Sophie gonna have a webcam with her PC? Did you even think about
I can get one.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna have Sophie audio.
that? Sophie audio only.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Sophie's
Hi
becoming
guys,
a VTuber
Mr. Waffle
after
Wolf
this
is
one.
here today.
I'm gonna kill you. You're dead.
God.
You're never no longer alive. You're dead. Hey guys, Mr. Waffle Waffle.
You don't
Have
know
you
it,
guys-
but you're dead.
Have you guys even played The Tomb since it came out and we did that first?
No.
So bad. No,
No.
it's so bad. PNG Skybox, we love it.
I played that
Dude.
map with you guys once, and Wes has been trying to get me. He's like, no, dude, let's just do the Easter egg so we can say we did it. And I'm like, dude, no. He's like, come on, we can get blackout drunk. And I'm like, dude, that is not even gonna help. That would not help.
That doesn't even sound fun.
I would go to bed immediately. Round
Fighting
one.
It's not a zombies kind of
What-
person.
What the fuck were they fighting? The artifact?
Sentinel artifact.
The
is the
artifact.
Yeah,
boss.
and I'm like,
I was thinking like maybe I should just do it before, so I can get the
Bruh.
calling card.
the calling card ain't even
Oh.
that good.
Is it? Isn't it's not that good?
It looks like shit.
Is that the
Well, I
one
was-
with the statues?
Well, I was
Think
thinking
so?
about.
I have an idea.
I was thinking about doing the Easter egg so I could get the calling card before the directed mode came out, but I
Director mode's
just
already out. It came
Yeah, I
out
know
with
it.
the fucking map.
came out yesterday.
Yeah, guys, let's fight this
No.
fucking grandfather
No, but-
clock from Goodwill.
From fucking Ancient Evil or some shit. It
People were
came
like,
back from Black
dude-
Ops 4.
Shadows. It was Shadows. It's
No,
from Shadows.
No, it's not.
It's 'cause they
Sentinel
rushed it,
Artifact is
bro.
not in Shadows. Sentinel
They just
Artifact didn't
needed-
get introduced until Chaos Storyline in Black Ops 4. Fucking
Oh, did you guys see the
faggot.
new deal? The new DLC? They're reintroducing what's her name? Scarlet?
Why?
Well, not for the new map, but they're introducing her into like multiplayer. They're having her as like a playable character, not multiplayer. I saw her in the trailer, which reminds
Dude,
me.
did you guys see the new multiplayer map that's coming out?
Bullet?
It's called
Nope. No spoilers.
Bullet, dude.
Dude,
No,
okay.
no spoilers. Please, no spoilers.
I'm not talking about spoilers, but I am kind of hyped because it reminds me of Bullet Train.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
That movie
100%
was
with
so
you.
good,
That
dude.
movie
was
is
fire.
awesome.
That
Bullet Train
movie
was
is
fire.
hype.
Yes, but like at the same time, it's like people
Is
with
it a line?
LMGs, you're just gonna be camping the line, dude.
It's a line.
Well,
Yeah, it's
I-
literally
you
just a
can-
straight
serious?
line.
No.
I'm dead ass.
I think there's like a two-way corridor, but I mean, it goes in and out because it's a train, and you can also go it on top of the train.
Oh,
it's gonna-
interesting.
That sounds cool. Hold on. That sounds fun.
But I wonder if it's gonna have like, obviously the train stops or like those like lights. So like if you're on top of the train and it's coming, you just splat, red
Well,
mist.
We'll know in the video.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
know in a
Peak
bit.
cinema.
In a bit, I'm hopping on and after we're done recording this because I really
Yeah.
want to play it. I want
I
to play
wanna record
grind.
it.
I want to play grind, dude. I want to get feeds on grind. Hopefully they
Dude,
kept the
grind is-
spawns. Hopefully they kept the same spawns from Black Ops 2 because
They did.
I'm ready to hit
I
so
hope they
many
did.
feeds. I am ready to hit the feeds, boys. I am.
DO4 was my map, or that was my fuck.
That was my map on Black Ops 2. I hit my first feed and then I uploaded it on YouTube under an old account that doesn't exist anymore.
A few moments later.
Okay, I thought about this one because I've been seeing a lot of TikToks recently of different types of like pets and animals. But if you could choose any animal in the world to own, like what would you want it to be? And obviously you can't say like I'm gonna own a T-Rex. Like it has to be something you can actually take care of, not a fucking T-Rex or a polar bear.
Skeleton.
I'm gonna own Joey.
You could take care of a polar bear.
You could take pear. You could take pears.
If you could own any kind of pet, what would you own? I'm not going first.
My first instinct is to say like a tiger or like some shit like that.
I think you could take care of a tiger. Mike Tyson had one. Why can't
Yeah.
Sophie have one?
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And they were my favorite when I was a kid. Like that has always been my favorite animal.
How come?
Anytime. I don't know. I'm really not sure how it started. I used to tell my mom that I was literally part tiger. I was like, Mom, I'm part tiger.
Guys.
Which is pretty
Confirmed,
cringe. But that was like
confirmed.
when I was a little kid. I grew out of that pretty
Sophie
quick.
grew
That
up
was
a
when I was
furry.
like 5 years old.
Sophie's a furry.
Sophie
confirmed.
grew up a furry.
Listen, I always have loved cats. I used to wish that I could be one, but I never, ever dabbled into the furriness, okay?
All
Trust
right,
me when I
warrior
say.
cat's head ass.
No, dude.
Dude, I read all of those books when I was
Just
a kid.
play Stray.
Wait, also, what?
Play Stray. That's the game about being a cat.
It's actually a really good game.
What's
the
it
story
called?
is
Stray.
Stray. You should have it on
Stray?
Steam. It's hard. It's really hard.
Oh.
It's difficult.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. I'll give it a shot. I used to
Fun.
play
Sophie
Animal
can live out her
Jam.
childhood dreams. Animal Jam.
Dude, Animal Jam was my shit back in the day. Let me tell you, on the like
I
school
remember
fucking
Coda talking
Chromebooks.
about that.
Oh my god, I fucking loved Animal Jam. You could like customize your animal and shit. It was great.
Was it
It was
Coda?
basically Club Penguin, but you could just be like anything.
Was it
You could be a
Coda or
wolf
you
a
talking about
cat.
that? And then Coda, somebody said they wrote stories about it, like Animal Jam.
I think me and Coda were talking about it one day. I don't know who
I think
it's.
Coda
Maybe
was the one
I
that
don't
wrote
remember
them.
who wrote.
I remember
the
hearing
stories.
that.
Yeah,
I remember. Okay. I mean,
maybe it was Coda.
Coda and Sophie are like the same person, different body, same brain cell.
God had to separate us and send Coda to Florida because he knew that we were too powerful if we were in the same state again. That's why she
When-
was only allowed to be here for 2 weeks.
When
'cause they're
God
powerful.
makes you friends instead of siblings.
Dude, seriously, he
Imagine
knew
that.
it
Oh,
wouldn't
real
end well.
dude.
One household
Yeah.
containing one Sophie, a Sam, and a Coda.
Cool.
Dude, it would. My parents would die. They would just simply not make it.
Dude,
But
I
anyways,
sold a wheel
I
to
think
one
a
of my buddies,
tiger is
bro.
my answer.
Can we get another guest on? I want the moose head to come on as a guest. Let him tell his past stories.
Do the podcast listeners know that there's a taxidermied moose in my living room?
I
Have
don't
we
think
mentioned
so.
that before?
We have not mentioned that.
We have not mentioned that.
So I come from a family that is very into hunting and stuff, and so my brother and my dad shot a moose like a year ago, 2 years ago, I can't remember. And they got it taxidermied, and it's in our living room, much to the dismay of my mother, who's not happy about it. But you know, it's
What
there.
was its name?
Can't remember what I named it, bro.
I remember
I
you told
named it
us about
something
it. Yeah,
like-
you told us.
Oh no,
like,
I think I just told you about Franklin, which is the name of the spider that's on the moose. We have this spider decoration
right,
that
yeah,
stays
yeah.
out year round. Because he's so cute, I didn't want to put him back in the Halloween stuff, and Mom liked him too, so we kept Franklin out. And he stayed on the chandelier for like 5 years, but then when the moose pulled up, we put him on the moose.
that makes sense. That's cool.
We decorate the moose for like Christmas and stuff too. It's fun.
Well, back on the topic of pets, I've been seeing too many TikToks about owning a raccoon, but I would love to own a
Oh
raccoon.
my god.
And
They're so cute.
they really are, dude. And they're so like awesome and cool. Like they can do
They
whatever
wash their
want.
food.
They're so
Do
polite.
they?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the video of a raccoon trying to wash cotton candy?
No.
It's so sad.
That is,
And
dude,
it
that
just,
is,
it just melts
that is-
away. And he's
that is
so confused
heartbreaking.
and he
Yeah, dude,
doesn't know
no.
where it went.
He takes a cotton candy, tries to clean it in the pond or the little puddle, and it just
And it just
disappears because it's
melts.
cotton candy. And he's like,
It's so sad.
He's so
bro. It's
distraught.
so
He's like,
sad.
what happened?
That's
He
very
just looks
sad.
at his paws and he's like,
What the fuck?
it's so,
It's so
Where did it
it's depressing.
I want
But
that
they're really
one.
cute and they
I
wash
want-
their food.
I want that raccoon so
Heal
I can
him.
properly feed him. Yeah, heal his wounds,
him.
heal his trauma.
Give him candy that won't melt.
Yeah, dude.
Give them something that's not cotton.
What about you, Joy? What do you think for a pet? A raccoon is a good one. I would fuck with a raccoon. I feel like they'd be cuddly.
People
They
have
are.
ferrets.
Ferrets.
Yeah, ferrets are a
Ferrets.
thing.
I said fucking ferret, bro.
I think you're still on the.
Like
I
the
think
on it.
Pokemon.
you still
No,
got furries
yeah,
on-
like the Pokemon.
you got
Bro,
furries
still
She
on
wants
the
a
Mars.
mind.
ferret.
I want a Pokemon, guys.
I want a Pokemon.
Ooh.
Specifically a Gengar.
What
Ooh.
Pokemon?
What
What's,
Pokemon?
You can pick any Pokemon.
Hold on. I want a ferret. Oak, do
Okay.
your thing. Which one do you want?
I want
And then we'll
like
get into Pokemon.
a monkey.
That would also be really cool.
Like
I know
you
what
guys
Yeah.
seen the Planet
Michael
of the
Jackson
Apes?
had a monkey.
And it
It did
ripped
have a
off that one monkey that
It was a
ripped off the-
chimpanzee. It wasn't a monkey. He had a
Chimp-
chimpanzee, and it
chimpanzee.
ripped off that bro's
No,
face.
it-
No,
it wasn't
monkeys
the-
don't
it-
rip off face.
It wasn't
Chimpanzees
the. It
do.
wasn't the one that Michael Jackson owned, but a separate chimpanzee ripped off the lady's
It
face.
ripped the lady's. Yeah, that was like a famous thing. That was
Wow,
crazy.
Dude,
Crazy.
chimpanzees are insane, dude. And when you shave them, they're all
Dude, there's a
muscly.
911 call.
Yeah, I've
they're
heard the
fucking
911 call.
brawling,
Yeah,
dude.
and you can
Huge.
hear the monkey.
I think
like,
it's in a
killing her.
suicidal silence song. They put it in one of their songs.
Mhm.
it really.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's like the
Oh my
intro,
God.
and yeah, dude, that was insane. But
It's like when Suicide Boys put the thing of the figure skater when she broke her leg. She's like, why? Have you
Oh,
guys seen
yeah.
that video?
yeah,
Dude, it's fucked up. It's so depressing.
Hmm.
Anyways, sorry.
So,
Pokemon.
Are you gonna do what Pokemon we want to own now?
I think.
Gardevoir.
Wait, hold on. Before we continue,
Really?
I don't know much
No,
Pokemon.
I was
That's
wholeheartedly expecting him to say
That
fucking
is-
Vaporeon.
That is not it. I was joking.
Gardevoir, Vaporeon, Lopunny, sus answers.
Yeah, anything but those.
Sophie would
Joey's
own a
like,
Weezing
damn it.
because it looks like a bong.
Joey's like, damn, that was every single one of
Wheezing?
my picks.
Is it wheezing or
That's
coughing?
the
It's a
No, that is a
Alolan Weezing.
Weezing. 'Cause the coughing is the-
Alolan Weezing looks like a bong.
Yeah, with the pipes.
Yep.
I think I would want a Gyarados,
Mm.
a Magikarp that I could evolve into a Gyarados, or a Ghastly. I love Ghastlies because they can evolve into Gengars.
Gengar is my favorite.
See, Ghastly. There's another one I'm forgetting. What's the one in the middle?
Don't ask me. I don't know much about Pokemon. I wasn't into Pokemon growing up.
What were you into? Magic the Gathering?
I was into
Yu-Gi-Oh?
going outside.
Yeah, he wasn't a dweeb like us. He was a reformed dweeb.
I went from going outside and playing with my friends to playing Black Ops, and then
Oh, Haunter.
Hunter.
And Sophie's lagging. All right, she's back.
Haunter.
Haunter. That's
Yeah,
the
this-
middle
this is-
evolution.
this
for-
is the
It's a
Weezing that looks
Ghastly,
like a
Haunter,
bomb.
and a Ghastly.
That's a Alolan.
Yeah, he's green and black.
Alolan Weezing.
Oh hell yeah!
It looks
God, that's
it
funny
looks
without
like a
that.
hat, but it's also a pipe.
This looks
It's a
like Sophie
bomb.
after she takes a.
She literally in the VC every night.
I think my Pokemon would be a Rayquaza or a Victini.
Okay, an actual obtainable one
What do you
that
mean?
you don't need a Master Ball for.
I don't know about all that.
Squirtle. no,
Respect.
no. It's might be.
Dude, imagine pulling up to the function with a Squirtle gang.
Is
That would
I
be
can show you my
insane.
Squirtle gang.
was it the Squirt? Was it the Squirtle Squad? It's the Squirtle
Squirtle
Squad. That's
Squad.
what it's called.
Yeah.
Imagine pulling up to the function with them
saxophone?
boys.
I think I would choose an Ivysaur. Ivysaur has been
That's
my
very
favorite for a while.
niche and okay.
And or like a Darkrai, because my name's Uriah and like
Dark Rays are
Rai-
pretty cool.
Dude.
Uriah.
A Darkrai,
nickname's
Darkrai
Riot.
was my choice.
Oh shit!
Either like a Darkrai or a Blaziken or a Lucario.
Oh, Blazikins are sick, dude.
Lucarios are
Alright.
good.
Those are
Dude,
always
not
my
gonna
favorites
lie,
growing
dude.
up.
What about you, Joey?
My top
Yeah.
3 that I would love to own, and don't say anything. Gengar, my favorite. Gardevoir, specifically the shiny one because her shiny is fucking amazing. And I guess I'll have to fucking do like Rushram for like a legendary because that white dragon's fucking sick.
Dude, though, like, oh, what about the lion? Dragon Ball.
Oh, Luxray,
Yeah, no, maybe
the cat.
maybe it's Luxray. Hold up, let me look this shit
I
up.
really like Tyrannitars. I would catch a Larvitar, evolve it into a Tyranitar.
A little Turtwig.
Turtwigs are cute, but
No, it's not.
I'm not a big grass
Luxray.
type fan.
Me neither.
They're too weak to fire. Like it's just too easy. I like water types.
I like
Hmm.
dark and ghost and fire.
Yeah, I like ghost types. I like poison types.
Okay, so this is the ones I'm talking about, Joey. Like Thunderous and Landorus, like these guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dude, you know what I did play growing up? There was a game on the 64 of a Pokemon where you just ride around and just take pictures of the Pokemon. That's what did
I have
play.
that exact card actually. I don't know where it is, but I have it.
Are you just pulling them out of a deck or do you have a binder like a real G?
I have
Oh,
blocks.
never mind.
Yeah, the OG 10.
See this right here. These two right here are my favorite cards I own. These two right here.
Gengar and
Oh, the Gengar is sick.
Yep.
the Gengar's really sick.
These
That
are my
was-
two favorite
That
cards.
was
Oh,
one
the-
I would have also
The
picked. The
hollow art,
Gengar.
dude.
Those
The-
are sick.
The Gardevoir with the shiny in it. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, at a certain point when I was young, we would like me, my cousins, and my brother would trade. We'd be like, "Yo, this shit looks cool. Like, I'll trade you this for this, some shit." And then at some point, we switched over to like Magic the Gathering, playing actual games.
Magic.
Oh,
I couldn't get into it, dude. Like I can't.
Really?
I don't.
What about
I
it?
just
Can't you
couldn't-
get into?
I don't know. It's just it's complicated, and I just never really liked it. Pokemon's
Right.
kind of simple, and it was like
I
easy to
respect
pick
it.
up.
I remember this one time we were trading Pokemon cards, and I had this like energy card, and my cousin like colored in a bunch of shit with like a marker or a colored pencil, and was like, "Yo, now this shit looks sick. I'll trade you this card for I had like an OG Whale Lord card. That's pretty sweet.
Lo
Yeah,
and
I got
behold, that card
scammed.
was worth like $3 million.
Yeah, I got scammed out of that card for. I had like an OG like motherboard looking Whale Lord hollow card. It's pretty sweet.
We're showing up for a real nerd side this episode, dude. Go
Don't be
ahead.
nerdy, bro.
Nah, go
Come
ahead.
on,
Nobody,
dude.
nobody's stopping you.
I drink
Yeah,
about
Joe,
I drink
yeah.
out of a Spider-Man mug. I have an
Yeah,
Among
we-
Us figure right here.
We
Yeah, I
all
come
got
literally
on,
our
have Magic the
niches.
Gathering posters behind.
We all got our niches.
For real.
My background, I mean, there's Slipknot, Suicide Boys, Ghostface.
I mean, I got Ghostface up too.
Oh, this is my monkey. One of them.
Guys, I took everything off my walls because I'm soon. My
They're in.
walls
They're in your walls. They're in your walls.
If I took everything off my walls, dude, they would fill up my car. I have so much shit
yeah,
up on my
no,
walls.
literally. I have so much shit in my room.
Yeah, dude, I got 2 bins right here of shit that I'm taking with me.
Nice plate.
Don't,
Take the
Don't mind
food
the
plate
Chinese
out,
plate.
brother.
dude. I just ate that before we podcast.
Do you guys want to do one more topic before we wrap it up here?
Yeah,
We can
sounds
do
good.
one more topic.
Well, I have 4 left out of the whole list that I've been writing down. And I'm trying
We'll
to
do
like,
one more, and then we'll do the next 3 for next episode.
All right, guys,
and then-
this is the second to last bootcast.
Okay. Well, I'll go with the one on the top because I was kind of thinking about this. I was listening to a separate podcast and they brought it up, and I was like, "Huh, that's kind of interesting to think about." We've all been kind of into some sort of, narcotics and whatnot, but Sophie. Okay, but
I don't want
okay.
this to be a-
have you guys ever gotten like a visual hallucinations off of doing any type of drug?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
100%.
I guess we all have stories about
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
I'm invested now. Dude. Stories to
Okay.
tell myself.
Oh, here we go.
What? All right.
Time to
Joey,
relive this trauma.
yeah, no, mine was very traumatic as well. So
Oh,
Let's save mine for the end.
I lost.
Okay.
Okay. I won't say anything.
I have a couple actually.
I
have
lost
2.
my best friend over this.
Who's going first? Me or you, Oak?
We'll
we'll let the guest go first.
If you
We'll
want.
let the guest go
Okay.
first.
This is the last topic. Oak, go first.
Yeah. So we're telling like stories.
Yep.
So this was back when I was in high school. I was definitely over 20, but I was this was in high school. First
Real,
time,
bro.
second time smoking weed. I smoked weed like one time, nothing really happened, and I smoked weed a second time out of an apple pipe. By the way, we made it out of an apple. It's pretty sweet.
In there.
Yeah, but
Baguette.
so me and my friend, his name I won't disclose. I'll call him Randy, but
Rainy
Randy.
Marsh.
yeah, I'll call him Randy. So me and my friend Randy were smoking out of an apple pipe on his front porch. And so like we smoked a shit ton. Just gotten this weed from Randy's girlfriend earlier in the week. And I bought it off her because her family grows shit. But he like threw the apple into the yard later. But we went inside and I started doing like these insane like kung fu fucking moves like in his living room, and it took me like 30 minutes to get from his front door to his living room chair, and it was literally like 10 feet in front of me, and it felt like that. And then like we sit down in his chair, and then we're kind of just talking, fooling around, and then he goes back outside to get this apple pipe that we smoke, and there's a fucking bear in his front yard like eating this fucking apple. He like comes in, he slams the door. He's like, "Yo, there's a fucking bear in my front yard eating this fucking apple we just smoked out of." And I'm like, "Yo, the bear's gonna get fucking zooted off this fucking marijuana that's still in
I would
Holy
tweak
shit,
if there
this
was
is
a
literally
bear.
wait, isn't this a fucking movie plot?
This is not a
What mo-
movie plot. I
What
swear to-
movie is that? There's a
This is
movie
not
out
a
there.
movie
Cocaine
plot.
Bear.
Cocaine
There
Bear.
is a fucking movie. Cocaine Bear, that's what it is.
That's a goated movie. Hilarious.
And anyway, like I'm like, holy shit, like this fucking bear eating this apple. This bro just tried to go out and get the apple, and he doesn't go back out. He sits back down in the chair, and so do I. We're just like sitting there, like zooted out of our fucking minds. This is the most high I've ever been in my life. And like all of a sudden, like the world, like my vision
starts like tweaking out. Like, you know how when you flip through files in like a file drawer? Well, like my mind or my vision was doing that. Like you could see the files like coming at me, like as like you're like sorting through them. And I'm trying to remember because this is like 6 or maybe even 8 years ago. But like at some point, like I'm kind of sitting cross-legged in a chair, and like I'm like everything around
I
me
think
is
you
black.
mean Indian style.
Everything around me is black, and like I'm kind of like flying around this like area, and there's two enormous stone like statues, and they like are like seraphim angels or some shit. And there's like two wings coming up, and there's two wings coming out and down. And there's like they have 4 arms, 4 hands. One of their hands is like this around their like abdomen, and the other 2 hands are like this connecting. And these 2 angels are like on either side, and I'm like flying around. And in between where their hands interlock, there's like an enormous pink orb of like energy or fucking I don't know what even to call it. It was just like an
Big
orb
pink.
of energy. And it was like pink, like bright neon, not neon pink. It was like a darker pink, but it was still pretty like bright. And like eventually, like I come back to reality, and like me and my boy Randy were like locking hands like this, like the angels were. And I'm like, yo, you gotta let go of my break your hand or some shit because I'm squeezing like his hand so hard. I'm like, yo, like I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm in like a strange and dark place right now. And like all of a sudden I was having like these weird ass fucking thoughts, just like breaking this kid's hand. It was the weirdest shit I've ever fucking experienced, because like I would never like hurt anybody. Like I don't know if you guys know me enough, but I'm brain rot as fuck. I would never hurt anybody, if that fucking matters. But like I'm pretty sure he like kind of got freaked out by that. And like after all of this, like I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, like I'm tweaking the fuck out right now. I think this fucking weed that I smoked was laced.
Ma,
She's like,
pick
you know,
me up, I'm tripping.
yeah, pick me up, I'm tripping, dude.
Mom, the angels are here. Come get me.
I saw God.
Yeah, I literally saw a guy. And then she was like, you know, just like, you know, go to sleep. Like, you can keep it off. So like we like went upstairs. I went to sleep. We went to sleep. I woke up in the morning. I was still high out of my mind. I drove to school. I had my learner's permit. I drove to school. No, I had my JOL junior operator's license.
I know that was the scariest ride of your life.
Dude, and I was driving to school. Supposed to have my friend in the car because I had JOL. And I remember just being the entire day at school, just like just high as fuck.
Our stories are kind of similar.
Dude, and then like eventually, like my boy Randy, we kind of like after that, I feel like it was late. Like I think he got scared, and like we stopped hanging out, and you know, he got like weird, and we stopped hanging out together, and we kind of just went our separate ways, unfortunately. But it's kind of sad. I lost my best friend over this shit. We never really talked again. We still haven't. But yeah, that's my story.
Do you want to go next, Joe?
Am I going?
Do you want to?
Time to relive this trauma.
You said yours was similar.
In a sense, yeah.
Mine is also
it
similar
wasn't.
in a sense.
I'm
It wasn't-
interested.
It wasn't like it's out of an apple or anything, but I did dabs for my very first time ever
right.
smoking.
Oh,
I think we actually.
we
I
did
think
talk about
I've told
this a
this.
little
I did
bit.
tell this story,
Yeah.
but I didn't go into detail. And I think I'm gonna dive into detail since I gotten deep with y'all already.
I've never done dabs. I never will.
So
Have.
first time doing anything like that, like in general. So I'm at my old place of work. I was cook at the time, so my manager's like, "Yo, you want to chill after work and do all that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not?" So
Your
you know,
manager, did you say?
Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
going to go into detail. We're just going to say she was cool. Anyway, we do all our work shit. We clean. We do that, and we walk out into the park.
Oh,
Shit goes on, and she throws on wax, and I'm like, you said we were smoking. Where's the paper? And she's like, this is where we're smoking. I'm like, what? So anyway, there's like 3 other people with me. I do. Huh?
I was lagging really bad.
Oh.
I'm good. I'm good.
So anyway, we do the like the little straw looking tube thing, and we
Right, yeah.
and I'm sitting there like fucking out of my fucking mind. Again, this was my first time doing
Going with the
anything
nectar collector.
Like smoking weed or
Yeah.
anything.
like anything like that. That was my
Bro
first
did
time
dabs
doing
for
it.
his friend.
Yeah.
Crazy
So
work.
I do that. And I'm like, so she's like, how you feeling? And I'm like, I'm okay. You want to do another one? I'm like, fuck it. Why not? So I take 2
That was the mistake.
for my first
that was
time.
the mistake.
So that
right
was
there.
my mistake.
That was the issue.
Oh
I feel
my
like
God.
1 you would have been fine.
I would have been fine.
High,
like 100%,
but fine.
But
I feel like 2 is the
in
mistake.
under an hour.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway.
before you really felt the first one.
Yeah, I did it before I
that
felt the
was
first one.
mistake.
But so I did that, and time's going by, not really feeling like the first 2 as I'm just chilling with them, because like we're sitting outside for probably maybe 30 minutes or something like that. It still hasn't hit me yet, which is weird because it usually takes like what 15 to 20
Yeah.
or something like that. So I'm sitting there not feeling anything, talking, doing my thing, not really caring, having a good time, laughing it up. And then we go to leave. And I'm on the drive home, and shit starts to hit the fan. I'm on this very long strip of road, no lights, no nothing.
Oof.
It's under construction, so all the lights are off, and there's like shit in the fields and shit like that. And I have my high beams on, and I'm driving down the road, and I start to see shadowy figures on the side of the road, and I'm sitting there like, okay, that's pretty fucking weird. I'm just sitting there driving, blaring music, and blaring my actually my liked music, just shuffling through my liked music. And a song, as I'm getting ready to pull into my neighborhood, as I'm getting ready to turn into it, the song "Dance with the Devil" by Breaking Benjamin comes on.
Breaking Benjamin, shout out.
And I start to tweak the fuck out. I'm like, oh fuck, I messed up. Because like, me being religious and Catholic, I
Right.
full-heartedly believe in that shit. Like that
Yeah.
is my stuff. And I'm sitting there like, oh shit, I fucked up. So at that point, I get out of the car and I start to feel the effects. I start to feel like, how you get like wavy and like floaty type of thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. So I walk in the house. I have a giant Mary statue, like the second I walk in. So I do my normal thing. Every time I walk into the house, I tap the feet and I do the sign of the cross. So I do that. And that was the beginning of a very difficult night of sleep for me. I get down and I walk into my room and I see like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like like when I walked into my doorway, the doorway started to like kind of glow in a sense, but like it didn't glow. It was like I noticed movement. I don't know how to explain it, but it was kind of like that. The way I had my room set up, my bed was actually used to be here, and I used to have my PC over it, like in this behind where my camera is. So I walk into bed, put all my shit down, take off my shirt, my pants, lay down in bed, and I may shut the fuck up. So I lay down and I start to go to sleep. At that point, in my mind, and again, this is going back to like playing with how your brain makes up things, but I don't believe that my brain made this up. I believe this actually happened. So the wavy effects and feelings of that, right? Of doing shit like that. I interpret it as the God and devil fighting over me. So that's the way that I interpreted it. And I told myself, yeah, this ain't happening again. I'm gonna not touch it at all and not do that. And then the next day I go to school. there's visibly like I'm probably still high. Like looking back on it, I was most likely still high, but visibly there was something wrong with me, and you can tell that it was fucking traumatic for me. And nobody says anything. I'm just sitting there at school doing my thing, and my teacher comes up. My logistics teacher, actually, he comes up and he's like, "There's something wrong with you. We need to talk after class." So I tell him my experience, and I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to confession." So I go to confession, and this is where the like spiritual shit starts to get real. I walk, or I'm driving back. I'm driving to my church, and there's like a shed, or there's the church, and then there's behind the church is the workshop. So I'm driving to the workshop, and the priest is literally standing outside of the garage from the workshop. And I'm like, there's literally no shot he's standing right there. So I drive up to him, I get out the car, and I start to do the confession. I'm like, because my priest, he does confessions like face to face instead of actually in the actual like confessional. And I do the confession. I started off, and at that point, it starts to pour down fucking rain. Like after I say what I've done, and it starts to pour down rain. And again, the way that I had interpreted it was as me getting baptized again and choosing God, not evil, in a sense, or evil, quote unquote. So that was my first experience with that.
It's a pretty powerful experience.
And I told myself, yeah, never again.
I remember after you telling us the first time about that, like taking the dabs, you were like, "Yeah, no, I'm never gonna do this again." I thought it was just because of the effect that it had on you.
No,
we wouldn't get into that. Like, we didn't get into the depth.
I didn't get into that part of it, but that's that's the way that it was.
My friend
have you stuck
had a
to that,
similar
Charlie?
religious experience.
What you said, Oak?
Have you stuck to that?
I have stuck to that. I actually haven't touched any sort of like drug, like or anything like that besides alcohol.
Good for you. Good for you. So kind of, I guess something that I wanted to say was something my mom had kind of explained. My mom's a really, but something my mom has explained to me is kind of, so when you're like walking around your day-to-day, like state of mind, you kind of have like a shield like around you, like an aura or a something around you that's really solid, that kind of protects you from like, you know, outside energies, anything that like kind of wants to harm you. And then when you take like some sort of drug or some sort of substance, that shield or that aura becomes like kind of like water or oil, where it kind of like becomes so much less solid, where it kind of starts to like dissolve a little bit, and outside forces or outside energy, anything can kind of invade your like your energy or like yourself, your consciousness, while you're under like any sort of influence like that. So it's like kind of, to me, like, you know, you taking those dabs and then like kind of doing, you know, the holy the Father, like, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It was kind of like an invitation of you know, what you believe as God into your, you know, your person, your state of consciousness that you were in. So it's kind of interesting to, you know, hear your experience and feel you know, how you're so connected to God, and how your experience really related to you in that sense. You know, especially with the priest and feeling like you got baptized again when it started raining after your confession. That's pretty interesting.
Like an actual like yeah, I chose this instead of being
exactly,
you know, raised up into it, you know. So it's like
and like, you know, like I believe that, like, you know, like your, like, I don't believe in destiny. I believe that you can change your life through like the law of attraction, and by, you know, inviting, you know, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit into your life, you know, you kind of chose what path you wanted to take, and that was really a big moment in your life. I really liked your story. I enjoyed it.
Sophie's last. Maze, you're up.
Mine is very quick and easy. One time I took edibles and I went to lay down, No, and actually, no, it was with my sister.
Edibles
My
is
sister,
tough.
my sister, like came home and she brought us edibles, like to give to my parents because my parents have never done edibles. So she brought us all edibles and she gave my parents one. My parents said they were fine. I took two because I was like, I do this shit all the time, dude. No worries. And then, yeah, no, this is a little bit too strong. I ended up crashing out in my room because my ex was over at the time. And I still have the recording that she took of me. But I was sitting in my room trying to like scratch my eyes out and like claw my eyes out because I was seeing like shadowy spirits, like hooded spirits around me. Like I felt like I was laying down on my bed, but I had spirits like all around me, even though I have a pretty big bed. I mean, I obviously couldn't see all of that in reality, but in that state of mind, the trip that I was going through, like I felt like I was just like floating in air and I had all these like hooded figures like looking down on me, like ready to like fucking like sacrifice me.
Wow.
And I think when I talked to my therapist about that, she was like, "Oh, I think that experience was a little bit too traumatic for you, and that's kind of like what kicked on your schizophrenia." But you know, that's it. Nothing major. I was just tripping.
Major just tripping.
I was just
I don't know.
tripping.
Hearing all of your guys' stories has made me realize that I don't think I've ever had an experience with a drug-induced state, including stronger substances than weed. Like I've done psychedelics before, and I've gone on real trips that
Sophie's on
lasted
heroin.
8 to 12 hours, and I've never had an experience that I felt like was evil or that I felt like I've been scared before, but I've never
Yeah,
felt
me too.
like it's so weird for me to hear you guys like talk about God and like how real it is to you guys, because to me it's very much not something that is a part of my life at all, and it doesn't make sense to me, and it's almost like, I don't want to say annoying, but to me it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So it's like I
Man, I'm the
don't
same
get
way.
it.
I don't
So it's like I feel like my experiences are very, very different.
like. I
You know what I
stopped
mean?
believing in God like long time ago, so I'm not really religious. I'm agnostic. Like if there is, there is. If there isn't, whatever. I really don't care. I'm not religious
guess-
at all.
Also, in my story, like I kind of did these things as angels, but that's kind of just a word that I'm using. I'm not religious at all. But that's kind of just something, like a word I know to describe how I felt these beings felt, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
I've also said it before, but I don't think I've ever had necessarily a bad trip. Like all of the times where I've felt scared or felt like bad energy, it's, in my opinion, has always been like a reflection of self. Like I feel scared because of things that are coming from inside of me, and I feel like when I take substances like that, I'm reflecting on myself. So when I feel that negative energy, it's like me facing my ego. It's like me facing my own shit. I
and
don't
and
know.
that's
You know what I
that's
mean?
that's totally what is actually happening to you
Well, yeah.
on that.
I mean, yeah. I think that. I guess I
Could
don't know
also-
what I think.
It's also like a way that like we were raised, you know, like
I think that.
it's the way we
I
were
don't
raised.
know.
It's
Yeah.
the what's the fucking word? What you were instilled, like what was instilled to you as a
And
child.
when
You know?
I was
Like,
raised, my parents like never told me anything about religion, but they also never told me anything against it. Like I would ask my mom like things that cuz my best friend, like they always went to church. Like I went with her a couple times when I was younger. And I asked my mom questions, but she was like, "I can take you if you want to go." And I was like, "No, I don't really get it." And she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like I feel like it's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's frustrating to me because I feel like unless you were raised into it, it's not something that. I mean, and that's not true because so many people convert, but like it just, to me it just doesn't make sense. Like I just don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's good that people have that thing that helps
Yeah.
them and that they help
It
and
really
that they
is.
believe in. But to me, it's like I feel like I can get the same thing just by being,
I mean,
just
yeah.
by being.
you know,
That's how
like
I always see it. Cause
in my opinion, Oh, fuck, you scared me, Mom.
Average Sophie mom moment.
I've
Okay, now that
Hello,
Sophie's
Joanne.
muted, no, that Sophie's muted and I can talk.
fuck
You know.
Sophie. I hate that.
No, we don't hate
Person.
Sophie on this podcast.
We don't hate
No, we
Sophie.
don't.
No, we
Okay.
never hate Sophie on this
I
podcast.
love Sophie on this podcast.
No, but like building
Um,
off of what Sophie said about like growing up into it, I know my like everywhere around my family was always into like religion and very like church heavy. And like they would always drag me around to go to like attend services or attend mass or go to like church schools and get like free donations and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always hated it. And then growing up, I was kind of like, after seeing so many relatives pass away, and I was like, I don't think God exists. Like, why would he let all this stuff happening? Like, as a kid, I was thinking all this stuff, and I was like, a lot of stuff in the world, like, turns out to be so shit and horrible. Like, why would God let this happen? I think that's when I started to, like, pull away from religion. And then eventually I just stopped caring. Like, if there is, like I said, if there is, there is, and that's great. And I'm glad that people have that religion that they can, like, you know, face and have. I think religion is a very good idea, but for me, it's just not it. Like, I don't believe in any religion, and I really don't care. I'm gonna die one day. I was at the gates, boys.
I'm almost excited to see what comes next. I'm not excited to die, but I'm almost excited to see what comes next.
I'm not
'cause
excited
I do think
to
that there's
die.
something, but I don't think Christians have it right.
That's interesting that you
I'm
say
not
that.
excited to die, and I don't think there's anything. Before saying too much, I was at the brink, and there was nothing for me. But that's just my experience.
It's the peace for me. That's why I continue to do it, knowing that there is the potential.
There might
to-
be. There
Exactly.
very well might be.
It's the peace for me. I like to have peace of mind and live life, you know?
Yeah, no, that's the respect. That's awesome.
So I mean, I know I said this before. I'm not religious at all. But there's a movie I watched called An Interview with God. That was a very good movie. Really enjoyed it. But there was a quote or something that God in this movie said that kind of really stuck with me. And I mean, you guys don't really have to take it as, you can take it as is. You know, if you're, I know Joey's a very religious person. So, you know, you can take it as God saying this, but I kind of took it as, you know, like the universe or the great energy that, you know, flows in the world. But he said this quote that kind of really stuck with me, and it was, you know, if people pray for, these are just examples, but if people pray for compassion, do you think God, you know, gives them compassion, or do you think he gives them chances to be compassionate towards other people? Or if, you know, you pray for happiness, do you think he just gives you happiness, or do you think he gives you chances in life to be happy? You know, and I think, I mean, that kind of really stuck with me. It's like, you know, like that's 100% true. Like you can't just be happy. You know, if you pray for something or if you need something, they'll give you opportunities to grow into that happiness, or into be able to experience that happiness that you really need, or give you the experiences you really need. Because I mean, that's really in life what it's all about. It's about the experiences and what you gain from, you know. I thought that was a really special quote.
The way that I view it is that if you do pray and you ask for something, he's going to give you like a choice.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to choose to do this, or are you going to choose to do that? That's what I think.
I mean, and you know, like the opportunities are choices. Like to engage in the opportunity and gain from it, or you decide to disengage and not get anything from it. You know.
Yep.
Like that's yeah. He gives you the choice, and you know, if you really want that, you know, you'll take him up on that choice, or take it
it up on that choice, you know. And if you don't, you gotta live with that. It's
I'm
not good
sorry
or
to cut
bad.
off.
You know what cut off?
Your voice. It's straight
Yeah,
up just.
about what point?
I don't.
I don't remember.
What was I talking about?
Literally 2 seconds ago. Whatever. the
Gone,
hell
Literally
you're
2
bro,
talking
seconds
it's
ago.
gone.
It's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry. I should not have
No,
laughed.
it's all right. It's all right. You
Sure.
either engage in opportunity or you don't. It's not good or bad. It's just, you know, maybe you're not fully ready to gain what you are looking for just yet. You know. This is Oak being not brain rot, guys.
Weird. I don't like it. Go back.
I don't like it. It's
But yeah, I think now is a good time to end, definitely. Especially on these heavy, hard hitting topics about religion and whatnot. I think now is a good time to end, and I think no, we've had a good time on this podcast.
yeah.
We're sorry if it's not as good as the last one. We're sorry if we're a little bit downbeat for this one. We're doing
I
our
think
best
It's a
here.
bit late.
I
It is a
think,
little
uh,
bit late.
it's
I think
currently
it's
11
11.
o'clock for
It's
me.
11 for
a
you
little-
guys.
Yeah. It's just a little different, you know? Different's not bad.
It's 11
just
for you guys, and it's only 8. But I'm crinkety crunkety. So you know. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out to this week's episode. We appreciate every single one of you guys who watches and listen. Dude, you know who I've been interacting with? I've been interacting with Lunatize on Twitter.
Yes.
And in the comments. Lunatize, if you're watching this,
Shout
shout
out.
out.
Shout
You're
out.
fucking G. I tweeted
Shout
this
out.
morning or yesterday morning. I was like, dude, we haven't posted on the BOOFCAST Twitter in a while. And she was like, y'all fell off. And I was like, no, no.
Damn, no.
But
It's not
shout
true.
Shout out. Anyways, yeah, no. Thank you guys for this week's episode. Thank you, Oak, for coming on and speaking your piece, speaking your truth.
Hell yeah, guys! I'm honestly like this is awesome. I love connecting with you guys. We always play games and shit,
Oh, you're
and that's
fucking
awesome.
drunk, dude.
But I love connecting with you guys.
I'm glad you
So it is.
enjoy it. And
It's what I
hopefully
live for. You know?
the audience and the viewers enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys for coming out. This is episode 16. Keep an eye out for episode 20.
Episode 20.
Episode 20,
Episode
guys.
20 is
Bald
something
caps.
special.
We're gonna be in bald caps.
Shh,
You can't give away
no
too much.
spoilers.
That's all you guys get.
I mean, they know. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys
Well,
for coming
if
out.
they watched the last episode.
Nah. Thank you guys for coming out. It's been awesome. It's been great. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you're reading this and watching this to this point right now, a comment, shout out Krim.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Krim.
Shout out, Kareem.
All right, guys. Thank you. See you guys on the next one.
Peace out, home skillets.